College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network. This is Tracy Mussett and Brendan Rodriguez. So we have Cassandra Taylor sitting at the production seat tonight, keeping us going. We are here at Noble High School for the Class 2A1 semifinal game between the Jones Longhorns and the Marlow Outlaws. Brendan, welcome back. We haven't heard from you on the Jones stream since the Crooked Oak game.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. I'm glad you guys reached out and allowed me to come help out again. I know I like broadcasting with Bethany, but I like broadcasting with Jones as well, so thank you.
All right. So tonight's matchup, Jones, the number one team in Class 2A1, sitting at 12-0, coming off a 56-18 win 2 weeks ago over the Sequoia Tahlequah Indians. And it's been 2 weeks because classes A2, A1, 2A2, 2A1, 3A, and 4A all had a bye last week during the playoffs, which allows OSSAA to schedule all the championship games at UCO. There's a game there tonight, as a matter of fact. 6A2, the Choctaw Yellow Jackets taking on the Sand Springs Sandites for the 6A2 championship tonight. But we're at Noble, the 12-0 Jones Longhorns taking on the 10-1 Marlow Outlaws. Marlow is 10-1. Their only loss coming to the Washington Warriors. And then during the regular season, they had a team cancel on them in pre-district. So they only got in 9 regular season games this year. Marlow coming off a 35-21 win over Kingston in week 2 of the playoffs. Kingston was the district champ in District 3. Yep. Marlow the runner-up, but they got that 14-point win over Kingston after beating Mount St. Mary 49-6. Now, we had a quarterback change for Marlow. First week of the playoffs when they were playing Mount St. Mary, the quarterback, the coach's son, junior, who had been the key to a very dynamic offense for Marlow, broke his hand in week 1 of the playoffs, and he's been replaced by the running back. So we'll probably see a run-heavy team in Marlow now. And we've got a couple of interviews with our head coaches, Coach Kevin Witt from Jones and Coach Matt Weber from Marlow, that will be playing for you. And Coach Marlow will talk about that a little bit. So as we just look at this matchup, maybe a little history, anything that stands out to you, Brendan?
Well, I know we were talking about it before we started the stream, but obviously quarterback Asen Hansen, I believe you guys said he has 30 touchdowns and I think 3 interceptions. Or 3 or 6, which is not a lot of interceptions for high school football. So very impressive on that. But after watching Crooked Oak go against Jones, I know it wasn't much of a challenge, but number 42, Jesse Hernandez Jr., has, I believe, 58 tackles this year, which has to be high or some kind of record.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good, and I'm excited to watch him tonight for sure.
Yeah, 30 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for Asen Hansen at the quarterback position. And then to add to those 30 passing touchdowns, he has 12 rushing touchdowns and 886 rushing yards. So he has 2,200 yards of passing 886 yards of rushing, over 3,000 yards of offense just for Asen Hansen. And then he has two guys that have come in as a tandem at the running back position all year long. You have John Quay Johnson, the junior, who has 95 carries. He has 9 touchdowns to his credit on the ground and 2 receiving touchdowns for 875 yards rushing. And then Jose Taylor, the brother of our producer, Cassandra Taylor.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he has 79 carries, 589 yards rushing. He has 8 touchdowns on the ground, and then he has another 3 receptions on the season as well. Then you throw in Luke DeBusk, who comes in more like a fullback at times. He's got 7 rushing touchdowns this season. So it's not all about the quarterback, Asen Hansen, but he gets it done.
Yeah, Jones can definitely get you in the air, but most definitely get you on the run game too.
So let's go ahead and hear from our coaches. We've got an interview with Coach Kevin Witt, the head coach of the Jones Longhorns, and we're going to play that for you now.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, this is Tracy Mussett, and I am back after a 2-week break with head coach Kevin Witt of the Jones Longhorns. The Jones Longhorns about to face the Marlow Outlaws in the Class 2A1 state semifinals in football. Welcome, Coach. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, too.
All right, Coach. So you've had a 2-week break since that last game against Sequoia Tahlequah. We can go back and talk about that game a little bit. Wow, what a performance by your Longhorns. Sequoia came into week 10 with a 9-0 record, dropped a close one to Metro Christian Academy, blew out Bethel in the first round, and then faced the Jones Longhorns. Everything looked to be clicking for you 2 weeks ago against Sequoia. What kind of takeaways do you have from that game?
Well, I mean, our kids did what we asked them to do. I mean, that's the thing. You put them in the best situation you can and kind of put it on them, and they went out there and took care of business.
When we look at, you had, once again, which has been a consistent theme for your defense all year, you had some big 3rd and short, 4th and short stops in that game. Once again, your defensive line just really has been dominant against every opponent this year. How do you see that playing out against the Marlow's, the Outlaws? Offensive line, a little bit bigger. What do you expect to see from them in the trenches?
Oh, this is definitely a different type of test. I mean, these guys are definitely going to be the most physical up front, offensively and defensively, we've seen all year. So it's going to be a great test. I mean, obviously this time of year, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's here for a reason. And these guys, traditionally Marlow, this is what they are. They're tough, big, physical. And so it's going to be a whole new challenge for us on both sides of the ball up front.
Absolutely. They've been well tested this year. They had a really good district opponent, just as did Jones. And those two district opponents also facing off. So it's just District 1, District 2 facing each other here in the semifinals. Jones, the district champion from District 1, taking on Marlow, the runner-up from District 2. And your runner-up from your district, Oklahoma Christian, has found their way to the semifinals, taking on the Washington Warriors, who edged out Marlow by 1 score during district play. So interesting matchup. Obviously, the top end, the 2 best districts in the state this year. In that game 2 weeks ago against Sequoia Tahlequah, your ground game was working well with your tandem of running backs. And I thought Asen Hansen may have had a better, not that he ever struggles, but may have had a better touch on the ball of just putting it right on target to, receivers running full speed downfield. They never broke a stride to catch some of the passes from Asen a couple of weeks ago. Do you expect to have to be able to have to lean one way or the other this week, or plan to come out and balance it the way you always do?
I mean, that's kind of what we do. We kind of plan to stay balanced, but, you never know. We always kind of, what's working for us is the way we go. So it's, there's some weeks we rely on the run game, and some weeks we throw it a lot more. So just kind of, the plan's always going in is to be real balanced, but, we attack where we think we can be successful.
Now, do you expect Marlow to be more of a ground game, pounded up the middle, more a little through the air? Are they well balanced? What do you expect to see out of their offense?
They're going to run the ball as much as they possibly can. I mean, that's kind of their what they hang their hat on, and it's the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
So the defensive line is going to get tested against the.
Absolutely.
Not that you don't get tested against the passing game, but it's a different kind of test. They're going to be a lot of contact up front. All right. I going back again last week against the Sequoia Tahlequah Indians, really impressed with Derek Templeton. He came up big in several plays. Kudos to the Indian receivers because those guys were catching some balls in the air and just getting pummeled. They were hanging on to them, but man, they were taking some big hits in the air.
Yes.
So, yeah, good job by the defense there. Good job by the young man, and then just great job again all the way around. Well, Coach, really appreciate your time. Everybody healthy going into this final game, or not final game, the semifinal game.
As healthy as you can be this time of year. So there's always banged up a little bit, but we're as healthy as you can be this time of year.
All right. Well, the weather is here. It's nice and cold outside. A little bit of for those who are watching this being recorded on Thursday. And a little bit of ice on the ground this morning. We call this football weather. I don't know if the fans necessarily call it football weather when they're just sitting in the stands with the wind in their face. I had the opportunity to do play-by-play last Friday night for the Carl Albert Newcastle game. And boy, the wind was biting in that one. It was blowing hard and water coming in. But this is fall weather in Oklahoma. So, Coach, best of luck this week. Look forward to being there, being a part of it. Down in Noble at Noble High School, they've got a beautiful facility there, and it's kind of set in a bowl, so maybe that'll protect the fans from the wind just a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully so.
All right, Coach. Well, have a great practice today, and we'll see you Friday night. Good luck, and go Longhorns.
Go Longhorns. Thank you.
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez back, and we need to let you know, too, that we will have an audio-only stream tonight. We're not allowed to show video of the semifinal games or the championship games. Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association controls the rights to that. Those games are available. If you want to watch, you can go to nfhsnetwork.com. You do have to pay to get access to the games there. They'll charge you for at least a monthly streaming fee. You can sign up for an annual membership, but you will have to pay to watch the game at nfhsnetwork.com. That is the National Federation of High Schools, if you're wondering what NFHS Network stands for. But you will be able to follow along with the game here on this audio-only stream with Brendan and I tonight. Now, we just had that interview with Coach Witt. Coach Witt's not always a man of a lot of words, and so you probably heard me talk more than you wanted to during that. But we talked about that break and, kind of how they handle a two-week break during the playoffs. That's kind of an odd thing to have right before a semifinal game, but the guys got to experience a little bit more Thanksgiving, but still had practice all week. And we also talked to Coach Matt Weber, the head coach for the Marlow Outlaws. We asked him some of the same questions, and we asked about that change at quarterback as well. So let's go ahead and hear from Coach Matt Weber of the Marlow Outlaws. Oklahoma Sports Network. This is Tracy Mussett, and I'm with Coach Matt Weber, head coach of the Marlow Outlaws. Coach, thank you again for taking the time out during what I expect is a very busy week for you, getting ready for semifinal matchup this week against the Jones Longhorns. Last week, you come up with a win over the Kingston Redskins, and of course, you had the first round win over the Mount St. Mary Rockets. And just curious, you've had this long break now, 2-week break in the middle of the season. Let me start by asking, how has that break affected your preparation and your team?
Well, it's different, but we had a team cancel on us week 3, which was actually week 2, and so we had a 2-week break in the middle of the season unexpectedly, and it really hurt us then because we were only 2 weeks into the season, had to go 21 straight days without playing a football game, and it really hurt our shape. I'm just hoping this time around, being this late in the season, our shape will be a little bit better than it was then.
Does it affect the scheduling? Do you get more time at Thanksgiving with family than you would otherwise, or still pretty busy schedule with practice leading on to that
Well,
week?
it was pretty similar. Just we went Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I gave our kids the option of whether they want to practice on Thursday or Friday. And they all, it's always the goal there is to practice on Thanksgiving Day. So they all voted to practice on Thanksgiving Day. So we did that, and then we took Friday and Saturday off.
All right, very good. Well, last week you had the win over the Kingston Redskins. Good win, Kingston winning their district and you matching up with them. What did you learn? Anything specific you learned about your team, or any takeaways from that game specifically?
Well, just playoff football. It's not to be tested again. Our district this year wasn't, with the exception of a few teams, was not one of the stronger districts in the state. And so we needed to be tested. I thought we were tested against Mount St. Mary. I thought I know Jones has played them, but I thought they were a really, really talented football team week 1, and then really got tested again by Kingston last week. They do a great job and have had back-to-back district champions. And, we had to be a little bit different. Lost our quarterback the first series of the first round playoff game, and, put our tailback in there who had played some quarterback in the past, but it made us different. So we had to see how that went, and it went well.
No, this is not a dig on your quarterback who was injured, but just watching a little film observation, your offense might be a little more dynamic now. Looks like you guys run the ball very well, though.
Well, just it's different. We don't do quite as much as we did before,
Okay.
My son, who's was the one that got hurt, we were a little different, allowed Hudson to rest a little bit and keep him healthy. And so we have to play to his strengths. I mean, he's a big kid, he's a running back taking snaps.
Yeah.
And so we do run the football a little bit more than we did.
Okay. I said more dynamic, little less dynamic, little less balanced, so a little more run heavy. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah. So looking forward now to this Jones Longhorns game, and here in the semifinal, Jones has kind of rolled through their season. They're undefeated. They had the big matchup with Sequoia Tahlequah last week. I think, myself included, and I've been calling the Jones games for the better half of the season now. Expected that to be a tighter, more competitive game, but Jones seemed to handle business pretty well. What do you see, and what are your expectations out of this matchup here in the semifinals?
Well, I mean, it's certainly not fun when you turn on film and watch Jones. I mean, try to find chinks, and wherever Jones's chinks are, we hadn't been able to find them. They're such a complete football team. You would hope not only do they have great skilled kids, but they block you really well. And, their offense, I think, is the leading offense in the state for sure. In our class, it's the leading offense. But they're really good on the other side of the football, too. I mean, you look through their scores and watch them on film, and they don't give up many points. And so, you wouldn't expect to see a bad football team this time of year, but you turn them on, and they're certainly everything they build up to be, and deserving of being the number 1 team in the state right now.
Well, I think with your line and the performance that you've had, that there is going to be a great battle in the trenches in this game. And, that's where games are won between good teams so often, and expect that to be a great matchup. Excited to see who comes out on top. Just see some great football this Friday night. Game is at Noble. Noble has the artificial turf field kind of built down in a bowl. So maybe fans that show up will be protected from the wind just a little bit, and have a great game experience. How long have you been at Marlow now, Coach?
This is actually my second stint. When I left Carl Albert in 2004, this was my first head coaching job, and I was there for 4 years. And then was at other places for 10 years, and now this is finishing my 8th year of football, so that would be 12 years total.
Well, you are on a good run and have a great team that is just performing year after year. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I know that takes a lot of hard work and dedication on your part, and community being involved and supportive. So kudos to the Marlow community as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, Coach, again, I really appreciate you giving us some time today. If you've got any last thoughts, by all means share. But other than any last thoughts you might have, good luck this Friday night, and good luck in the off season that'll be coming up potentially in a week and a half or whenever it starts, right?
Right. Well, I'm actually assistant high school basketball coach also. So as soon as our season ends, whenever that is, I'll be jumping right into basketball. But again, thank you for having me, and we appreciate what OSN does for high school sports.
All right. Thanks again, Coach Matt Weber, head coach of the Marlow Outlaws. We get ready for this semifinal matchup, Marlow versus Jones, Noble High School, here on this Friday night. Thanks again, Coach.
Thank you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez back at Noble High School. Class 2A1 semifinal action, and our coin flip just happened down on the field. But let's hear from our coin flip sponsor, Bail Bonds by Tamra. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bail Bonds by Tamra at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community. Bail Bonds by Tamra. The coin flip was won by the Marlow Outlaws. And, Brendan, what did they decide to do?
They elected to receive.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're going to want to try and get up early in this football game.
Going out with confidence on offense. So, our coin flip brought to you Bail Bonds by Tamra. And our countdown to kickoff as we get closer and closer brought to you by Bank First. Bank First in Oklahoma offers valuable banking solutions, including checking accounts, savings accounts, commercial loans, treasury services, and much more. Bank online with their mobile app. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Located at 9285 North Hiwassee Road in Jones, member FDIC. So, kind of a turn of events there with an offense coming in, feeling confident, wanting to establish themselves first against this Jones defense. But these are two very, very good football teams. They have both been in the mix as contenders for the last several years. I think you've got some playoff records there for the last couple of years. How's Jones finished the last 2 years in the playoffs?
Yeah, so their 2023 season was a loss in the semifinals against Washington. That was 35-34, so a close game. And then last year, 2024, in the quarterfinals, they lost over Metro Christian. That was 27-21. So two close losses in playoffs for Jones, and that just shows what kind of team they are. And obviously making it a little higher this year, semifinal, so a little bit of redemption, especially if they face Washington in the championship game. And
going back to even the year before, looking at this, they were in the semifinals, lost to Washington even the year before that.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'm looking back, 2009, the last year that Jones did not make the playoffs.
Wow.
So now for that Marlow team, how's Marlow look at their record the last couple of years in the playoffs?
Okay, so 2023, they lost in the semifinals to Heritage Hall. That was 31-29, close game. And then last year, they lost in the semis as well against Millwood, and that was 36-34. So another close game. So.
Oh, my goodness. Two 2-point losses in the semifinals the last 2 years. And now here they are facing a Jones team that this very well could be a down-to-the-wire game as well.
Absolutely.
Wow. And just looking back on Marlow, it looks like 2011, the last year that they did not make the playoffs. And they did win the championship in 2021, a 17-13 win over Washington in 2021 for the Marlow Outlaws. The last championship for Jones was back in 2016 when they won over Plainview 16-6. So we've got two teams that have some, not only a good tradition, but some recent, really strong history of being contenders. Here they are in the semifinals, facing each other again this year. The Jones kicking team's out on the field. Jones in their black uniforms tonight, trimmed in green. They have the white numbers. We can see their numbers really well.
Why does it it looks like Jones is set up to receive the ball. Maybe I got that wrong.
Well, you are correct. It looks like Jones is set up to receive the ball, but the announcer clearly said Marlow had won the toss and elected to receive.
Huh.
No, you got it right. I heard the same thing. So maybe the announcer got it wrong.
Yeah.
So our coin flip, brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara, we'll change that. It looks like Jones is going to be receiving instead of Marlow, and Marlow will be kicking. Back deep to receive for Jones, we have Hunter Purvis, and along with him is Derek Templeton and Drew Thomas. Kicking team out on the field now for the Marlow Outlaws, and we're about ready to go as this countdown to kickoff is nearing an end, brought to you by Bank First. 12 minutes on the clock, and we are underway. This kick is going to be taken by Drew Thomas at the 24-yard line. Stumbles a little bit, gets back on his feet, carries the ball across the 35. That's where Jones will take over, begin their first possession of the ball game. 6 seconds in, 1st and 10 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, great way to start the football game. Good field position.
Yeah, that caught us off guard when they come out and set up to receive the kick, didn't it? Our first quarter sponsor is Hotella Construction. Hotella Construction reminds you that you are the coach and your house is the team. We'll talk a little bit more about them in just a moment as we are about to get underway here, and that ball is on the 38-yard line.
I like that play.
There's a first down for Jones on the first play of the ball game. Trying to see who that ball went to out there.
That was number 5.
So that ball swung out to Jonquay Johnson. He goes around the left side, picks up 11 yards on the play. And this time it's Carlos Hardiman with the ball. Hardiman advances for 3 yards on the play.
I will say after these 2 plays, Marlow's a little bit undersized on the defensive line, so they might have to send some stunts tonight to pressure this great Jones offensive line.
Yeah, looking and watching on film, I thought Marlow was pretty large up front, but they don't look large against Jones. And a good carry by Asen Hansen right up the gut as he picks up another 6 yards on that carry to bring up a 3rd and 1.
Hey, number 15, Hudson Morgan, the former running back, now playing quarterback. He's the kicker and playing linebacker, so going to be a long night for him.
Yeah, he has a lot of duties on this team. Great football player. Hansen in shotgun. Hands off to Jonquay up the gut. Jonquay's hit, but falls forward for the first down. 1 yard on the carry. That's all they needed for the first down.
Yep, they're going to give it to him.
Johnson in those bright orange shoes again this week. He was sporting those 2 weeks ago against the Sequoia Tahlequah Indians. 10.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Jones on the move in Marlow territory. 1st and 10 at the Marlow 41. Hansen drops back, rolls to his right, throws the ball down the field. He's got Hunter Purvis wide open in the red zone down near the 5-yard line. He's down at the 7.
Hansen was looking to the left side. The double was over there. I think there was a little confusion on the slot. He didn't run a route correctly, and Hansen did the right thing and moved to the right and found a wide open, like you said, number 3, Hunter Purvis.
34 yards on the play, and we're now in that Hotella Construction red zone. Hansen in shotgun, Johnson to his left. 2 receivers each side of the field. 1st and goal at the 7. Hansen, a little swing pass to Hardiman. Hardiman battling.
He's trying. Oh.
Pushed back from the goal line. He got down near the 1-yard line. Call that a 6-yard gain on the play.
That was a cool little wide receiver tunnel screen. So it looks like they're going to bring in their heavy set with number 12, Luke DeBusk.
Yeah, DeBusk is that comes in kind of like a fullback, and he
Harris
has
as well.
Yeah, DeBusk has quite a few touchdowns to his credit in short yardage situations this year. Everyone switches to the left side, heavy on the left. And a swing pass again. Hunter Purvis in the end zone for the touchdown. Short work on that drive for the Jones offense.
That looked very, very successful on the first drive. And I liked the decision to let that be an RPO for Hansen, faking it to DeBusk and just swinging it out wide for touchdown. So great read from Hansen.
Hansen lined up to go for the 2-point conversion here. Johnson in motion. Hansen keeps it up the middle, pushing. I don't think he got in.
No, he was short.
Short on the 2-point try. Nine minutes and 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Jones Longhorns up 6-0 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network. Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez back at Noble High School. Squib kick, as Brendan just said, goes right through the hands of the back man, picks it up, and he's going to be taken down inside the 25-yard line. Marlow will take over now a 1st and 10 at about their own 23.
Yeah, that was number 11, Clint Layden.
So that last drive, we have our drive summary brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Jones Nutrition located on Hiawassee Road. And Jones Nutrition, where you can energize and fuel your day. That was a 7-play drive by Jones, capped off by a 2-yard pass to Hunter Purvis. 2 minutes and 39 seconds off the clock.
Oh, he's got a lane.
There's Hudson Morgan. He's the new quarterback, running back turned quarterback, and the man can run. We've got a late flag coming in on the play after a gain of about 32 yards into Jones territory.
So I haven't watched really any tape from Marlow, but if he is a running back that is now a quarterback, I'm sure that's most of their game is what just happened with a little quarterback draw.
That is exactly what we expect.
Oh, it is against Marlow.
It is a
hold against Marlow.
So 36-yard run, penalty minus 10. 36-yard run by Morgan. Took him into Jones territory. The 10-yard hold backs him up to the Marlow 44-yard line. But still a good run by Hudson Morgan. Morgan in shotgun. Man in motion to the right. Morgan's going to follow his blockers. He goes right. And decent gain on the first down play. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, that was the exact same play he got that 36-yard run with. Just a straight-up quarterback draw through, right up the outside.
He's a big, strong man out there. Yeah. And, when we were talking about the defensive line of Marlow didn't look quite as big against that Jones offensive line, but Morgan looks like a big man on the field.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 205 pounds. And he's got a lead blocker, number 33, Jackson Miller, 6'2", 215 pounds.
Morgan in shotgun. Going to hand this one off. There's a hole. Pulling the defender. Coming up with that tackle is Jet Bybee, just hanging on to a foot. A gain of another, we'll call that a gain of another 4 yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 2. Into Jones territory at the 48-yard line now. Morgan going right, and
nice.
He's taken down really close to the chains. It might be short.
I think it is short.
He is inches shy of the first down marker. It's going to be 4th and 1, even shorter than 1. I would certainly expect Marlow to go for it with their ability to move the ball.
They're going to do the exact same thing they just did. All they need is, like you said, a yard.
7 minutes and 1 second left to play in the first quarter. The score 6-0. Jones leading Marlow. And Morgan taken down for a short gain, but plenty for the first down.
Yeah, even though Marlow's offensive line may seem just a hair undersized, technique always overpowers size, and they're very technical in their blocking so far.
At the Jones 43-yard line now, 1st and 10 for Marlow. Hudson Morgan. It's almost it's not a wildcat formation, but knowing what he can do running the ball, it almost becomes that. And a handoff goes dangerously close to being fumbled, as you said, as it looked like more of an RPO type play, and Morgan thought way too long about hanging on to that ball. That was handed off to Clint Layden for no gain on the play. $5:50 left to play. We get the Hotel of Construction logo up there on the screen. Morgan drops back, looking to pass, throws this one. He's got a man wide open inside the 40, and it hits him in the numbers, comes off his hands. That is Jackson Murray, junior receiver, drops that one for what probably would have been a first down. He wasn't across the marker, but he had a little room behind him.
Those are one of those ones where a wide receiver tries to run before you catch it.
And so after that first big run, Marlow's had 3, 4 yards, 5 yards, but now they find themselves with a 3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Great opportunity for the Jones defense here to get a stop. Morgan in shotgun, rose to his left once again, throws the ball down the field, overthrows it into the Jones sideline. It'll be a 4th and 10 for Marlow.
Yeah, and it's tough to ask a dominant running back to play quarterback and have to make, a pass like that. That's typically kind of requires, experience. So, but a good break for Jones, getting them backed up to a 3rd and 10.
And there's the punt. A flag comes in the Jones backfield on the punt. Not sure what that one's going to be. An illegal substitution against Jones. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's going to move the ball inside the Jones 40. Will Marlow still punt it? Will they fake punt? Will they go for it?
I think it's just too risky too early in the football game, too. But
here comes the offense.
Wow. Yeah. They're staying aggressive.
I mean, if they don't make it, they're going to turn the ball over. Jones is going to be inside their own 40-yard line. Now we've got a timeout called on the field, and that timeout called by the Jones defense as Coach Witt wants to talk it over. So our windows are fogging up here in front of us. It's getting a little hard for me to see, and I know that our clock is getting a little foggy. We're going to see if we can get that fixed for you. We'll take a break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman. deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez, back at Noble High School, Class 2A1, semifinal action between Jones Longhorns and Marlow Outlaws. Marlow going for it on a 4th and 5. Hudson Morgan trying to make something happen, still on his feet. He's
close.
I think he's over first down for the Marlow Outlaws on a broken play,
Wow,
and Hudson Morgan making it happen.
Wow, that just shows his athleticism.
That 5-yard penalty on Jones becomes a killer. First and 10 now for the Outlaws at the 32-yard line. Morgan in shotgun. He's going to keep it, following blockers, goes off the left tackle, picks up short gain on the play, maybe 2 yards. .440 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Jones leading 6-0. Jones went on a, dare I say, easy drive on their first possession.
Yeah, very successful.
And we have a 5-yard penalty on Marlow is going to back them up. Why is it first down? I'm confused. Did that play not happen?
Maybe they just replayed downs and gave him a penalty. I didn't see what the penalty was.
So no carry on the previous play. It's a 1st and 15 now for Marlow. Hudson Morgan rolling to his left, throwing this one down the field. Hand fighting going on. No flags. Incomplete pass.
That was great defense from Jones. And that was covered up by Derek Templeton.
The sophomore has been very big here late in the season.
Yeah, there was nowhere for Marlow's wide receiver to even make an attempt for the ball. Looks like another penalty. It's going to be false start on Marlow.
Wow, so again, no play if that's the call. And it's interesting that we're having false start penalties, but they're not stopping the play. Maybe it was an illegal shift or something, and so they let it go. But what would have been a 2nd and 15 is a 1st and 20 instead, and no incomplete pass goes on the books. So Marlow now back at the 41-yard line of Jones. Morgan under pressure, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. We'll call it a sack. He's way outside the pocket, but he was looking to throw it down the field after rolling right and gets taken down for a big loss on the play.
That was number 20, Dorian Wiley, if I'm saying that correctly, and number 12, Luke DeBusk, back there to stop.
Wiley and DeBusk combined for a lot of tackles this year.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it?
Yeah, Wiley DeBusk, yeah.
It is a 2nd down and 24 now for Marlow. Moving the wrong direction here. 1 sack and a couple of penalties. Of course, they were aided by a Jones penalty on that punt formation a moment ago. Morgan hands off, whistle blows, play stops.
That was the back judge.
Delay a game, I believe.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that is
a from Marlow.
Killer. 2nd down and 24 becomes 2nd and 29. What's in your playbook for 2nd and 29, Brendan?
I don't know. You definitely need something past the line of scrimmage, and they haven't been able to do that yet.
Yeah, and they're mostly a running team, although they have tried to throw the ball a few more times than I expected early.
Yeah.
Morgan in shotgun, keeps it up the middle, Gets around one tackler, breaks a tackle, stumbles after a shoestring tackle. Derek Templeton coming in, making that play.
Yeah. He tried to make something happen. He dodged a couple tackles, but Jones did a good job of rallying to the football and not allowing him to get across the.
Yeah, they strung it out sideways, and he only gained 1 yard.
Yeah.
2:58 to play in the first quarter. It's a 3rd down and 28. Marlow almost back to midfield. Hudson Morgan rolls to his right, down the middle of the field, and picks off. Derek Templeton with the interception. Templeton breaking tackles down the sideline into Marlow territory. With 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Jones leads 6-0, and they just got the ball back on the Derek Templeton interception.
Yeah, Morgan he should have went to the trip side. They ran like some deep curls, like 12-yard curls, and he had 2 people open, but he went to this one-on-one side, which was covered perfectly again by Templeton and the high safety. So an early mistake for Morgan could bring morale down for sure.
Right at midfield where the nose of the ball is, Hansen, a little kind of a slant route, but he cut across the middle and then just planted himself. I believe that was John Quay. No, that was Carlos Hardiman, the other orange shoes.
Yeah. Typically on those routes, like you said, it's a slant, but he has the ability to stop it right there for a curl if that Mike linebacker is just sitting there waiting for him.
So it's a 3-yard gain on the play. Jose Taylor in at tailback now. Taylor's going to – no, it's a RPO and a swing pass across to Hunter Purvis for the first down. Purvis runs from the 47 all the way down to the 34-yard line, 13-yard gain on the play.
So a lot of success with this RPO game early for Jones could be very dangerous for Marlow's defense.
Jones finding something, soft spots in that secondary of Marlow right now. Hansen in shotgun. He's got Jose Taylor behind him. 2 receivers on the far side of the field. One here on the near side. Swings this one out there to Evan Collier, and Collier has the first down on the left side. We've got a lot of activity between Hunter Purvis and number 7 of Marlow. I believe it's going to be Major Fleetwood back there deep. Ball now down to the 24-yard line. That was a 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Jones. A minute left to play in the first quarter. Handoff, Jose Taylor weaving his way through the defense, picks up 5 on the play.
Yeah, it's a good first down gain, just right up the middle.
Haven't mentioned, I haven't done that read on our first quarter sponsor. I need to get that done. We're in the Red Zone. They are also our Red Zone sponsor. Hotel Construction reminds you, you are the coach, your house is the team. It's time for you to call a timeout and make adjustments. Your roof provides protection like an offensive line. Your gutters clean up like a good secondary. And your siding, well, your siding should be like a stadium packed with spectators full of pride and excitement. Whatever your repair or renovation needs, Hotella Construction is locally owned and only a call away at 405-812-4236. They are doing work at my house right now. Had a lightning strike. They're fixing the roof, soffit, sprinkler system, a lot of things. Doing a great job for me. Hotella Construction folks can take care of you. 405-812-4236. They're our first quarter sponsor, also our Red Zone sponsor, and that's where we end the first quarter in the Red Zone. That last run, who carried the ball on that last run?
So Jose Taylor did the first down run for 5, and then they did another RPO swing route to Purvis that gained, I believe, like 2 yards.
All right.
So I believe a third down coming up.
It is a 3rd and short for Jones when we come back to start the second quarter. Jones leading 6-0 right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez. We're back. Second quarter starting. It's a handoff to Luke DeBusk for the Jones Longhorns. He's fighting. He's pushing. He's down to the goal line, and he's down at the 1.
That's called bruiser running back right there.
Dude, he carried everyone in all the way down to the goal line. It is a first and goal from the 1-yard line for the Jones Longhorns here against the Marlow Outlaws, and we've got a timeout for the Marlow defense. We're going to go ahead and stay here for this timeout since we just come back. Our second quarter brought to you by Jorge's Mexican Kitchen. Jorge's Mexican Kitchen in Jones. The perfect place to enjoy a delicious meal with friends. At Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, they're proud to serve fresh, flavorful favorites the whole family will love. Veteran owned and operated. Yes, when I ate there, great chicken fajitas. I got a veteran discount.
Oh, sweet.
Jorge's is a hometown spot with heart where great food and great company come together. Whether you go for tacos and a margarita or celebrating life's big moments, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen is the place to be in Jones. Great people, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen and the Longhorn Cafe, which will be our third quarter sponsor, owned by a husband and wife team there in Jones. Great supporters of the school and the athletic programs. Good food at both places.
Oh, cool.
So we are starting the second quarter here. Jones down at the 1-yard line now with a first and goal at the 1 after that run by Luke DeBusk. They lead 6-0. They got the interception by Derek Templeton to stop that drive by Marlow. And it is Asen Hansen following Luke DeBusk into the end zone. Touchdown, Jones Longhorns.
Yeah, that one was pretty premeditated. DeBusk drove down the field to put him up right by the goal and then lead blocks for Hansen to just walk into the end zone.
Hansen gets the 1-yard touchdown run. That comes at the 11:41 mark of the second quarter, 19 seconds into the second quarter, so that is a 2-minute and 52-second drive. Going for the 2-point conversion once again. Taylor in motion. Hansen swings a pass out to Evan Collier. He's in for 2, and the Longhorns are up 14-0 with 11:41 left to play in the second quarter. We'll have to see if we can check on scores from some other games.
Man, I tell you what, that number 11, Collier, is quick. My goodness.
You know, his acceleration to get to top end speed is phenomenal. Hunter Purvis, who we've already seen make a couple of catches, including a touchdown pass earlier, his speed, top end speed down the field, is when he gets by a defensive back, they're not catching him. See if we can get some of our apps to work so we can check scores. Sometimes we struggle with that down here in the Noble area. Looks like we're working tonight on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And we also have the Elgin Owls leading 14-0 after 1 quarter of play over the Cushing Tigers. In the other 2A1 game, it's the Washington Warriors leading the Oklahoma Christian School Saints 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. Of course, the winner of this game takes on the winner of that game, and we've got a return. I'm talking about a return by the Marlow Outlaws. Was that number 1?
That was number 1, Boomer Brooks.
Boomer, a good name.
I like that name a lot.
Boomer Brooks flies down the field on the kick return, gets all the way to the Jones 40-yard line.
Yeah, he was very quick.
He's a big guy, too.
He went from the 20 to the other side of their 40 within seconds.
Boomer, 6'1", 190 pounds, senior for Marlow with some speed. Marlow starting this possession at the Jones 40-yard line. Short field for the Outlaws. Hudson in shotgun. He's got a man in motion from right to left. And the flag flies, the whistle blows, and we had a timeout called right before delay of game is what we had.
My goodness. Marlow's struggling with these penalties.
Yeah, offensively, they had to make a lot of changes just 2 games ago, and it's showing up right now as coaches trying to make decisions what to do against the Jones defense. 11:32 to play in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Jorge's Mexican Kitchen. Jones leading 14-0. We will take a break now on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez at Noble High School for the 2A1 semifinal game between the Jones Longhorns, the Marlow Outlaws. 11:32 to play in the second quarter. Jones leading 14-0. Marlow with a 1st and 10 in Jones territory. There's a big hit and a big push as Drew Thomas comes in to make the tackle on number 11, Clint Layden.
Yeah, that was a great stand-up tackle.
Good tackle by Thomas, and then good job by Layden pushing to go ahead and pick up 2 yards after contact.
Yeah.
There's some big, strong boys in the backfield for Marlow. That's when I'm looking at team. I don't see all the size at the line like I thought I would, but man, their offensive backfield is got some nice athletic size to it. Hudson in shotgun. Hudson following his blocker. He's going to be taken down for no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Marlow.
Announcer saying that was DeBusk in on the tackle. No surprise there.
No surprises. Morgan in shotgun. He's got Layden on his right. Man in motion, left to right. Morgan rolls to his right, hits the receiver. It's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. Be a 3rd. Oh, well, it's a bigger gain than I thought. All the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a 4th and 1 for Marlow.
Yeah, that did
the
not look like
31-yard line, I mean.
Big of a gain, but it looks like they checked out Morgan and brought in a heavy set. Oh, no, he's still in the game.
Yeah, Morgan's still in there. Got a tight formation coming in. Morgan's got the first down, barely.
Oh, it's close.
He made it to the 30, which is where he needed to get.
Yep, they gave them the first down.
He needed half a yard, and a half a yard is all that Jones gave him. First and 10 at the 30-yard line for the Marlow Outlaws. I don't know if this is, I assume this is Jackson Murray, number 2, that's out here as I look at players. There's 2 number 2s on the roster. He is the junior, Handoff up the middle to Layden. Layden's got room. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Marlow Outlaws.
Wow.
An extra point away from cutting the lead in half with 9:31 left to play.
And I guess if you run it as much as Marlow does, one of those has to pop sooner or later.
As a 30-yard run by number 11, Clint Layden. Two minutes and 3 seconds. And kicking the extra point is Hudson Morgan. It's a high kick. It looked like it went left. I can't tell from here, but it's good inside the uprights. 14-7 is our score with 9:31 left to play in the first half on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez back at Noble High School Class 2A1. Semifinal game between the Jones Longhorns and the Marlow Outlaws. Marlow just went on a scoring drive down the field. It was a short field after a great kick return. They started at the Jones 40, run 5 plays, capped off by a 30-yard touchdown run by Clint Layden, and then the extra point kick by Hudson Morgan makes it a 14-7 game, 2-minute and 3-second drive by Marlow. High kick goes to Jones, taken at the 15-yard line by Purvis. Purvis sidestepping and is taken down. A flag comes in late on the play. Purvis down at the 28-yard line, and he gets up limping just a little bit as he makes his way to the sideline.
Typically penalties on a kickoff go to the receiving team mostly.
Most of the time.
And does Jones always gone for 2? Do they not kick a field goal?
They will kick the extra point occasionally.
Okay.
Yeah. Cash Marinko, the backup quarterback and punter, is also the kicker.
Yeah, blocking the back.
That's going to back Jones all the way up to the 14-yard line. Wow. Long field for the Longhorns. But Longhorns have scored on both of their possessions in this ballgame.
Yep.
Jorge's Mexican Kitchen bringing you our second quarter. Asen Hansen shows handoff, keeps the ball, dances between defenders, drags one out across the 20. Going to be a gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, that was good blocking by Hansen's lead blocker, number 44, Coda Harris, 5'10", 246 pounds.
Hansen in shotgun, 3 receivers on the far side of the field, none here on the short side. Hansen keeps it, goes off the right tight end, finds an opening, cuts back to the sideline, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Big run, 22 yards for Asen Hansen.
Yeah. Great run on his feet.
The 6A2 state championship taking place tonight between the Choctaw Yellow Jackets and the Sand Springs Sandites. Looking for a score on that game here. A 3-yard gain on the play. Out to the 45-yard line. That was John Quay Johnson on the carry.
So a notable player for Marlow is their number 54, Jack Anderson, 5'11", 186 pounds. He's playing right defensive end, and he also plays right guard. A lot of this Marlow team playing both sides.
Hansen in shotgun. Swings back to the right side. Hunter Purvis cuts back to the outside. Running by defenders. Gets to the sideline. Taken out of bounds in Marlow territory inside the 30-yard line. He's all the way down to the 30. That was a 25-yard gain by the Longhorns.
Jones has got a lane.
And John Quay Johnson all the way down to the 14-yard line.
Man, Jones has been so successful with this RPO, little swing stop routes. It looks like they're lining up to do the exact same thing.
Hansen in shotgun. Loaded up on the short side of the field here on the near side. Hansen's going to keep it. Goes off the right tackle. Taken down.
There's going to be a late penalty, it looks like. Can't really see it.
Flag comes in. I couldn't even tell, looking through the side window, I couldn't quite tell where he was on the field. A hold against Jones is going to back them up quite a ways. And I said the 14, he wasn't. Yeah, it was at the 14 before. I did have that correct at least. Now it is a 1st and 20 at the 24-yard line.
Dang.
Harris in motion, goes and sets up strong on the right side. Hansen hands off to Johnson. Johnson's going to have a short gain on the carry to the 20. Looks like number 60, Hayden Sparks, on the tackle. 7:06 on the clock. Jones leads 14-7. Back in the Hotella Construction red zone now. Hansen rolls to his right.
Oh, good throw.
Looks down the field. Pass complete.
That was Hardman with the catch. Great route and great eyes from Hansen to find him. It was like a 10-yard out.
Ball is inside the 5-yard line now, so about is that just inside the 10? Is that where it's at? Just inside the 5,
yeah,
excuse
just
me,
inside,
for
like
about a
4 yards.
16-yard gain. Hansen in shotgun once again, 2 receivers on the near side.
Oh, my goodness.
Flags fly. 1st and goal.
So 2 penalties on Jones, being well within scoring position. It's going to push him back a little bit.
Been quite a few penalties for a semifinal game.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get this point in the season and you have teams that are pretty polished and disciplined and don't have as many penalties.
Yeah.
But maybe that 2 weeks off, hurt a little bit. Since it's been 2 weeks since they played their last game.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, there was that break last week. These teams did not play last week.
Thanksgiving.
Handoff, Luke DeBusk pushing, and
it's going to be close.
he is down at the 1 again. That would be an 8-yard carry by DeBusk.
Oh, yeah, they're calling NASCAR, which is the same play. Get those boys on the line.
2nd and goal from the 1 for the Longhorns. DeBusk again pushing, battling, diving.
Oh.
He's down at the 1, no gain.
They're going to call him down. It looked like he may have fell in just a little bit.
Good job by the Marlow defensive line on that play.
Yeah.
That's a big boy to stop. Dakota Harris comes in.
Yeah, DeBusk is asking for the same play, but I don't know if they're going to give it to him. Probably smart from the.
Well, if you're the coach, you line up like it's the same play. The defense is hurting, calling for it, then bring it to the outside or
let Hansen run it in.
Yeah, and it's given to DeBusk again. He pushes, he fights, and
man, it looked like he kept.
He's down at the 1. 4th and goal from the 1.
Man, I think he got in. He had a hand down on the ground, but wow.
Now this is a battle of wills right now.
Is.
This is a battle to determine superiority in this game. Jones has the 7-point lead, 14-7. There's 5 minutes left to play in the first half. They've run 3 plays now from the 1-yard line and haven't gotten in, or they've run 2 from the 1-yard line and haven't gotten in. Here we go. It's Hansen keeping it. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. Goes Longhorns. Penalty late. This flag came in well after the touchdown. It'll be interesting to see what the flag is for.
I hope it's not a hold here out by a wide receiver maybe.
The Jones players signaling touchdown, but we haven't had any signal from the officials yet. Still waiting. The umpire now signaling personal foul face mask against Marlow. Touchdown is good.
Nice.
The 1-yard touchdown run by Asen Hansen. That comes with 4:48 left to play in the Jorge's Mexican Kitchen second quarter. Jones going for the 2-point conversion. Jonquay Johnson in the game at tailback. He's in motion to the right side. Asen Hansen now has an empty backfield. Swings that one out, and that's going nowhere but backwards.
Yeah, Marlow knew the whole time what was going on.
Extra point, no good. With 4 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in the first half, the Jones Longhorns lead the Marlow Outlaws 20-7 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez back at Noble High School, where the Jones Longhorns have just taken a 13-point lead over the Marlow Outlaws. 20-7 is the score with 4:48 left to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Jorge's Mexican Kitchen of this 2A1 semifinal game. The drive by Jones started at their own 14-yard line. Kick going deep by Jones, and Marlow's in a little trouble down deep in their own territory on this kick return. They're going to have a long field.
I believe that's the 10. It is kind of hard to see through these foggy windows, but I believe that is the 10 if I'm correct.
11 plays on that drive, 3 minutes and 38 seconds by the Jones Longhorns, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Asen Hansen. There were 3 pass plays during that drive and a couple of penalties on the Jones offense. So Marlow has the ball. It is right at the 10-yard line to begin this possession with 4:40 now on the clock. Long field for the Outlaws. I don't know if 4 minutes and 40 seconds is long enough for them to get down the field the way their offense has been running.
Trying to pass it.
Hudson Morgan looked like he was going to pass, and then he runs to the right. He's ushered out of bounds by Luke DeBusk, but a good gain on the play. He gets a 6-yard gain on the play. That drive summary that we just capped off for you, 3 minute, 38-second drive by the Jones Longhorns, brought to you by Jones Nutrition, where you can energize and fuel your day. Jones Nutrition, located on Hiawassee. 2nd down and 4 for Marlow. Morgan in shotgun. He's going to hand this one off.
Oh, no.
It is a big run. Can they catch him? Once again, it's number 11, Clint Layden, finally taken down in Jones territory by Jet Bybee.
Yeah, it was about an even foot race, but Bybee had him by just a step to catch him down before he scored.
He gets all the way to the Jones 33. 51-yard run by Clint Layden.
Having to wipe off the...
Yeah, the guys in the booth next to us doing the NFHS broadcast, where you can watch the game on NFHSnetwork.com, having to wipe the windows off too. I guess we could open our window where they could get a little cool air, but then we would be hearing each other. Hudson Morgan takes a shotgun snap, follows his blockers, almost caught from behind in the backfield. Now he's fighting and held onto his Jet Bybee once again. Bybee not real big, but showing some strength in his hands to hang on as Luke DeBusk comes in and cleans up the tackle. That was a 9-yard carry by Hudson Morgan. Morgan back in shotgun. In the backfield with him now is number 22, Brennan Harris. Austin Harris and Brennan Harris both back there, both good-looking athletes. Brennan Harris takes the handoff. He's going to be taken down for a loss on the play, or they may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage.
And that was linebacker number 27, Eli DeBusk, on the tackle. Are they brothers? I assume so.
Eli and
Okay, cool.
Yes, Luke brothers. Brennan Harris, no gain on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 1 for Marlow. Just inside the 25-yard line. Hudson Morgan up the middle. Good enough for the first down as he gets down to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Two minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. So Marlow getting the ball down the field, helped by that 51-yard run a moment ago by Clint Layton. And it's been some big running plays by Marlow that have kept them in this football game. Their rushing game, their ground game is impressive.
It is. And it's tough as a defensive line to have to keep up with that all night.
7 seconds on the play clock. Morgan keeps it up the middle, breaking a shoestring tackle. He's got the first down. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Marlow. Back to a one-possession game. 20-13 is the score.
Yeah, he's hard to tackle with his big frame and speed. He's pushed down a couple people, and he did that one in the backfield to squirt into the end zone.
And I made the mistake of saying I didn't know if 4.5 minutes was enough time for Marlow. They used less than half of that, or actually slightly over half of that. We're at the 2-minute mark. Hudson Morgan kicks the extra point. It's good, and it's a 6-point game. 20-14 is the score with 2 minutes left in the first half here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez back at Noble High School, where the Jones Longhorns lead the Marlow Outlaws 20-14 with 2 minutes left to play in the first half in this Class 2A1 semifinal matchup. Marlow just completed a 90-yard touchdown drive that only took 6 plays. 2 big plays, a 51-yard run by Clint Layton and a 21-yard touchdown run by Hudson Morgan. 2 minutes, 40 seconds off the clock. The point after is good, and it's a 6-point game, 20-14. We are in the second quarter, brought to you by Jorge's Mexican Kitchen in Jones. There's the kick. Hunter Purvis up the middle, still on his feet across the 30 and gets out to about the 33-yard line. Jorge's Mexican Kitchen's veteran-owned and operated, where great food and great company come together. Jones, with 1:52 on the clock, takes over possession of the ball, starting at their own 33-yard line. Is this enough time for the Jones offense? Feels like it is.
I think so, with their passing game, the success from that. And obviously can show that Henson can run. So can Johnson. So, yeah, I think 2 minutes is fine, even though we're getting backed up.
Yeah, a crackback block called on Jones is going to back them up all the way to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, Jones fans not happy about that one, which I do not blame them. 1:52
to play here in the second quarter. And now an 88-yard field in front of the Jones offense. Hanson in shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers on the far side. Drops back, looking to pass. Bounces to the right. He's under pressure.
Oh, my
running
goodness.
all the way back near the end zone. Throws it. Carlos Hardeman catches it at the 25. Oh, my goodness. Asen Hanson, the wild card, making plays happen.
And that should be on his highlight reel because that was impressive.
We have a Jones player down at the 10-yard line. And with 1:41 on the clock, a 12-yard gain on the pass from Hanson to Hardeman. We will take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez, Cassandra Taylor, the producer tonight, bringing you Class 2A1 semifinal football, the Jones Longhorns versus the Marlow Outlaws. We have 1:41 left to play here in the Jorge's Mexican Kitchen second quarter. Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, veteran-owned and operated. It's the place to be in Jones. Great food and great company. Coda Harris comes off the field. It looks like some type of leg injury. We won't begin to speculate what or how he got injured. But it was a 12-yard gain on a wild play by Asen Hanson. Now, Hanson drops back, looking to pass again. Over the middle, tipped and intercepted. It's a short field, and still fighting on his feet. Whistle blows. Play ends at the 27-yard line of Marlow. They have a short field with 1.5 minutes left to play in the first half.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate, and Jones' defense is really going to have to come up big to stop, a tying score right here or to take the lead.
1:32, the plus 28-yard line for the Marlow offense. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. He's got Clint Layden. But Landon Carper is a baseball coach in Southeast Oklahoma. Morgan drops back. There's a little hole. He runs into the Jones defensive line and picks up one on the play. With the clock ticking. 2nd and 9. Jones with a 6-point lead. Marlow trying to take the lead, but with a touchdown and an extra point, and they've been 2 for 2 on extra points so far. They could take a 1-point lead into halftime.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think Marlow has any timeouts. If any, they have one.
Man in motion. Hudson Morgan under pressure. Throws it over the top.
Wide
open man. Touchdown, Marlow.
Goodness.
They did it passing.
That is true. They have not done that yet.
That was number 33 on the reception, Jackson Miller, the junior tight end. He was wide open down the middle of the field.
Yeah, it looked like Jones sent the house on that one and left to bust there by himself, and I think he got caught up in the backfield and let that kind of tight end slip out of his view.
And the kick is good. Marlow Outlaws are up by 1, 21-20 on the Jones Longhorns. 50 seconds left to play in the half. That might be enough time for Jones. Jones has 2 timeouts left. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this final 50 seconds.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see from the Jones offense? Now, that last interception was a tipped pass at the line of scrimmage that just kind of floated up in the air and was picked off. What do we expect to see out of the Jones offense with 50 seconds left?
Definitely pass the ball. They got 2 timeouts. You don't need to really do anything too crazy down the field, but they definitely need a good return here and not a penalty that's putting them at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, the penalties have been killers for Jones so far.
Well, that was their second starting drive past the 20 or at the 20, wherever they were at.
Yeah, inside the 20. The last 2 at the 14 and the 12. And are you talking about the Marlow on their drive or just where Jones has been? Yeah, behind their own 20.
2 drives. Yeah.
Yeah, that last penalty on that crackback block backed them up all the way to the 12-yard line. 2-yard short drive for Marlow is a 27-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Morgan to the tight end Jackson Miller to cap that one off. Took 42 seconds off the clock. They left 50 seconds for the Longhorns. It's a 1-point game. Marlow leading Jones 21-20. This is the first time I've seen Jones trail this year.
Yeah, and I think Jones's defense instead of their offense has it cut out for him tonight because what happened right there is typical with going against an offense like Marlow's. Run. You score on a run, then you're able to just throw those little lobs when they're not looking for it.
Kind of a flat kick taken at the 20, up the middle.
Another
flag coming in.
Goodness.
And again, on a return, probably against the return team.
Yeah, Jones fans not happy about that one.
45 seconds on the clock. I'll wait for the signal. Personal foul, crackback block, 2 drives in a row against Jones, the same penalty. The Jones fans, I think, are yelling at the officials right now. That's going to back Jones up to the 20. They've got 80 yards to go. 45 seconds to do it with 2 timeouts. Hanson comes out. Jonquay Johnson's the tailback. Purvis, Collier, and Hardiman on the far right. Hanson. Hands off to Johnson, right up the middle. He's hit hard and pushed back after a gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, I think they might just play this one out.
Yeah, I don't see a quick timeout coming. 2nd down and 5 at the 25-yard line. And Jones is headed to the sideline. They're going to call it halftime here. So, folks, at halftime, it is the Marlow Outlaws, after trailing by 2 scores, now leading by 1, 21-20, helped by an interception deep in Jones territory where they got the short field and scored quickly late in the half. 21-20, the Marlow Outlaws leading the Jones Longhorns. I want to remind you our second quarter sponsor was Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, the perfect place to enjoy a delicious meal with friends at Jorge's Mexican Kitchen. They're proud to serve fresh, flavorful favorites the whole family will love. Veteran-owned and operated, Jorge's is a Mexican hometown spot with heart where great food and great company come together. Whether you go for tacos and a margarita or celebrating life's big moments, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen is the place to be in Jones. Our halftime sponsor tonight is Jones Family Care. Robert and staff have been open since 2010, providing primary care services to the Jones community. They provide care for chronic diseases, child well checks, and for minor acute issues with x-ray available on site and a great referral system. Walk-ins are welcome right next to Nanny's Daycare. Jones Family Care, where Longhorns go for health care. Thank you for being in our audience tonight. The Marlow Outlaws lead the Jones Longhorns 21-20 at halftime here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez back at Noble High School, Class 2A1 semifinal game between the Jones Longhorns and the Marlow Outlaws. Late in the second quarter, Brendan, it was Jones leading 20-7. They had a two-score lead late in the second. What happened to change the last few minutes of the second quarter?
Well, they had the big, I think it was 56-yard run. They were pinned back at the 10-yard line, Jones' 10-yard line, and just had that big run. They scored off that. And then
talking about Marlow here.
Yes, Marlow. And just big plays. They've craved their way back by big plays. Not a lot is happening with their offense per se, but they've gotten like those 1, 2, 3 plays that have kicked off for them. And the Jones offense hasn't staled out, but they've been challenged by penalties that are pushing them back, a tipped ball for an interception. So I think they're playing good football, just the little things are kind of catching up with Jones.
Yeah, so Marlow went on that long drive and actually did it pretty quick. They had that big run by Clint Layden, and they followed it up with a pass over the top to a wide-open tight end. And they scored quickly, leaving 2 minutes on the clock for Jones. And Jones, again, a crackback block penalty, 15-yarder on the kick return, backed them way up, and then a tipped pass at the line of scrimmage intercepted. Marlow had a short field, and within a matter of about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, Marlow puts 2 scores on the board, kicks both extra points, takes the lead 21-20. That's where we are here at halftime. And by the way, our halftime brought to you by Jones Family Care. Robert and staff have been open since 2010, providing primary care services to the Jones community. They provide care for chronic diseases, child well checks, and for minor acute issues, with x-ray available on site and a great referral system. Walk-ins are welcome. They're located right next to Nanny's Daycare. Jones Family Care, where Longhorns go for health care. And so we're here at this halftime now, and Jones' offense clicked pretty well in the first half.
Yeah.
We've not had a punt.
Nope.
But only 3 possessions because we've, 4 possessions, 3 scores and an interception.
Yep.
Marlow with the 4 possessions, but come up short on one of them. The extra points have been a difference maker, and they have the 1-point lead.
They have, and that's the thing. Jones would have the lead if they didn't not make the 2-point conversions, 2 of them. They didn't get it, so it would be 24-21.
Yeah.
But
well, let's go ahead and go over some scores from around the state. We've got semifinals and finals taking place tonight. We had some games yesterday and today. In Class, let me get this right. In Class B2 yesterday, it was Sealing defeated Wilika 60-12 for the state championship. And then last night in Class B1, it was Dewar defeating Laverne 14-6 for the state championship. Earlier today, the Ryan Cowboys won their first ever state football championship in Class C, defeating Medford 60-30. And right now, the state championship game is taking place in Class 6A2 between the Choctaw Yellow Jackets and the Sand Springs Sandites. That score's 18-14 at halftime, Sand Springs leading. In Class 4A, we have semifinal games taking place right now. It is the Tuttle Tigers leading the Broken Bow Savages 21-14 at halftime. Broken Bow actually had a lead late in the second, and Tuttle scored late in that one. Also in 4A, the Elgin Owls leading the Cushing Tigers 35-6 at halftime. In 3A, it is the Sulphur Bulldogs leading the Perkins Tryon Demons 22-0 in the third quarter. And the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs leading the Heritage Hall Chargers 14-7 at halftime. Here in 2A1 is Marlow leading Jones by 1, and Washington leading Oklahoma Christian 20-8 at the beginning of the third quarter. And we'll cover some of the other scores from 2A2 and down. We're starting the third quarter, brought to you by the Longhorn Cafe. Kickoff from Jones to Marlow, and another good return by Marlow as they get out across the 30 to begin this possession here in the second half.
And another penalty called on a kickoff.
This one probably on Marlow. Probably.
Yeah, we'd hope so. If it's on Jones, this crowd is going to go crazy. Yep, it's on Marlow.
The Longhorn Cafe, located in Jones, is a place where the coffee's hot, the plates are full, and everyone's treated like family. The Longhorn Cafe is your veteran-owned hometown stop for friendly service and true home-style country cooking. From breakfast to dinner, everything is made with care the way country cooking should be. Whether you're grabbing your morning favorite or sitting down with friends for a hearty meal, there's always a seat for you at the Longhorn Cafe, serving Jones with a smile, one plate at a time. Marlow backed up to the 14-yard line. Penalties on kickoffs killed both of these teams tonight. Got a little motion in the backfield.
Oh!
Morgan, hands off, and man, what a hit. Who was it that got in there and made that stop?
I'm trying to see.
It might have been Eli DeBusk.
No, I think it was number 22.
Ben Williams.
I think so.
A loss of 2 on the play. Second down and 12. It's a packed backfield. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. Man in motion left to right. Everything heavy on the right side now. Morgan rolling to his right, showing pass, tucks it, runs across the middle, big hole, still on his feet. Breaking another tackle, has the sideline. He's at midfield, still on his feet, and finally taken down in Jones territory at the 41-yard line.
My goodness, he broke like 3 to 4 tackles right there.
"46-yard run by Hudson Morgan. Another big running play. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. It's a 1st and 10 for Marlow in Jones territory in a hurry. Tucking the ball, going left, going down for a gain of 2. We've got an injury on the field. I heard looks like Big Mike's going to come to the sideline. Michael Renfro, the nose guard for Jones, is walking on his own to the sideline. But I believe it was him that was that caused the play stoppage for injury here. Now, he missed some time a few weeks ago for an injury. Second down and 8 for Marlow at the Jones 40-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Stopped for a gain of 2. It'll be a 3rd down and 6.
That was Jesse Hernandez Jr. in on the big tackle.
He's up around 60 tackles on the season. Been a big factor for this Jones defense. It was Clint Layden on the carry for Marlow. 3rd and 6 for the Outlaws. I assume 4-down territory as they're in Jones, inside the Jones 40.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down for Jones.
Morgan in shotgun, man in motion, heavy on the left side. Snaps high. Hudson takes it. He's hit in the backfield and taken down. Loss of 5 on the play. That backs him up near the 45. Put the ball at the 44.
That was number 27, Eli DeBusk, in the backfield for a sack.
Don't know if we credit that as a sack or just a
not
6-yard loss on her, because it looked like Morgan was going to be running it versus a pass play. But since he is the quarterback, I don't know how that gets scored.
Oh, they're going to bring out the punt team.
It is a 4th and 12 for Marlow at the Jones 44. Punt team comes on. Punter is back, and there is a flag for an illegal substitution against Marlow. I was looking, I thought maybe it was going to be delay a game, but I looked at the play clock, and there were still a couple of seconds left. That's going to back Marlow up, which actually gives them more room to punt it. So that may have been an intentional penalty. or at least one that the coach was willing to accept. Nice punt, kind of flat, going to hit at the 20, take a really nice bounce inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. So there's a stop for the Jones defense. We were just talking about how we hadn't seen punters in this game.
Yep.
There's a stop for the Jones defense after giving up a huge run, 46-yard run. They get the stop. But once again, the Jones offense is starting way back in their own territory.
They haven't – their past 3 drives, they've been past the 20, and it's just kind of – it's rough on the offense to just not have good field position. But as successful as they've been – they definitely can do it.
Starting at their own 13-yard line. Hansen takes the shotgun snap, hands off. Taylor's not getting anywhere on this carry, and he's pushed backwards. I think he gets back near the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, he was met at the line of scrimmage almost immediately.
Taylor, a sophomore, so Jones has his services for a couple of more years. Jonquay Johnson, the other tailback, a junior. Both of these tailbacks will be back next year. I should say will return next year. 2 receivers each side of the field. Hansen in shotgun, Taylor in the backfield. Under 8 minutes to play in the third. Hansen keeps it, rolls to his right, passes, got the man, first down, across the 35. And that was number 8, Trip Rogers.
I think that was his first catch of tonight. And I tell you what, when Hansen gets out of the pocket, it's a big deal of success with him.
That's a 22-yard pass and catch. 1st and 10 now for Jones. A little breathing room out to their own 35. Hansen keeps it across the middle. Carlos Hardiman all alone in the middle of the field. He's into Marlow territory, streaking toward the end zone, dragging a defender down to the 1-yard line. How many times has Jones been down at the 1 tonight?
Too many.
Wow.
Great eyes from Hansen and great route from Hardman. He caught the safety looking over to that left side, and he was over here. And it just lined up perfectly.
64-yard pass to Carlos Hardiman. 1st and goal. We're in the Hotella Construction red zone. Hotella Construction, again, whatever your repair or renovation needs, windows, siding, roof repair, remodeling, Hotella Construction is locally owned and only a call away. 405-812-4236.
Nice.
Handoff in the end zone. It's a touchdown, Jones Longhorns. Luke DeBusk was in on the play. I believe he may have been the ball carrier there. The angle that we have through a foggy window could not see who the ball carrier was.
But I would put my money on DeBusk. Producer, did you happen to see it?
It was Luke DeBusk with the touchdown. Puts Jones back on top, 26-21. Going for the 2-point conversion again. Hansen in shotgun with Jonquay Johnson in the backfield. 3 receivers on the far side.
They definitely need this 2-point conversion.
Trip Rogers lined up at left side tight end now. Hansen.
Nice play.
Corner end zone all alone. 2-point conversion is good. And
that is number
3, Hunter Purvis. 2-point conversion's good. Jones back on top, 28-21. After they get the big defensive stop, they march right down the field and score.
Exactly. That was pretty much how a coach would want to draw it up, coming back from halftime, being down by a point. You want your defense to go out there and get a stop, even with a big run from Marlow, and come back and have an extremely successful drive. How many plays was that?
Jones Nutrition bringing us our drive summary, and Jones Nutrition located on Hiawassee where you energize and fuel your day. That was a 4-play drive, and the first play was for 0 yards.
Yeah.
So 3 plays. You had a 22-yard reception to Trip Rogers, a 64-yard reception to Carlos Hardiman, a 1-yard touchdown run by Luke DeBusk, followed up by the 2-point conversion pass to Hunter Purvis. 1 minute and 48 seconds. And that was 87
Fumbled
yards. Fumble on the return, covered up by Marlow. They will have it inside their own 25-yard line where they will begin this drive here in the Longhorn Cafe third quarter.
You know, Bethany doesn't do it, which is where I broadcast, but it's cool to see a team not use a tee on a kickoff. They sit the ball sideways on the ground and just toe kick it, and that's what allows the ball to shoot really fast on the ground and take a lot of spins and hops.
Hudson Morgan in shotgun. Marlow has the ball at their own 24-yard line. Man in motion to the left. Handoff up the middle. And Jones' defense has come alive in the second half. They pile them into the backfield. A loss of 2 on the play.
That was number 22, Ben Williams.
That handoff was to, I believe it was to Clint Layden, number 11. Now the Jones fans starting to cheer for their team and get a little positive in the stands, not as worried about the officials' calls anymore. 2nd and 12 for Marlow. A lot of noisemakers in the stands tonight. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. Man on his left, drops back, looking to pass, under pressure, keeps it. He's running and stumbled, brought down just near the 30. It's going to be a good gain on the play. About 7 yards is going to make it a 3rd down and 5 for Marlow.
Stopping him from behind was Jesse Hernandez Jr., just tacking on to his big total of tackles this year.
3rd down and 5 for Marlow. This is a big 3rd down for Jones. They can force a punt here again with the stop. We've got a flag on the play.
It's going to be encroachment from
it looks
DeBusk.
like DeBusk was signaling that it was a false start, but the officials say no, it is a penalty against Jones, and it's enough for the 1st down. First and 10 for Marlow with the ball now at the 34-yard line. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. Clint Layden in the backfield. 3 receivers on the far side of the field. You know, at halftime we were talking, we expect to see a run-heavy offense tonight, and they've definitely been performing in the running game, Marlow has. But Marlow has thrown the ball a lot more than I expected tonight.
Yeah.
Hudson Morgan was not well on target early, but he's dropped a couple of passes in late in this game, and it keeps that Jones defense honest.
Yep.
Handoff up the middle goes nowhere.
That was another tackle by Hernandez Jr.
Morgan drops back looking to pass. Under pressure, sidesteps across the middle. Almost picked off. Derek Templeton in there looking for another interception this year. The pass was short and behind number 1, Boomer Brooks.
I'm telling you, Templeton is glued to Brooks tonight.
That sophomore can cover a receiver, man. Again, a 3rd down. This time a 3rd and 10 for Marlow. On the last 3rd down play, it was an offsides by Jones. Now it's a 3rd and 10 by Marlow at their own 34. Morgan takes the shotgun snap, rolls to his left, pressure outside. Pass.
Oh, my God, he
dropped. Derek Templeton had the interception, and he had a field in front of him. He drops to his knees trying to catch the low pass, and it falls out of his hands.
Oh, man. That's one of those ones he's going to want back, but even though it's a 4th down.
So, again, a stop by the Jones defense. A punting team comes on for Marlow. Don't expect to see anything crazy here. The punt is off.
Punt.
It's shanked, and it's going out of bounds near the 50. The official standing where the ball's caught.
He's going to It's going to be late on Marlow.
The penalty now walking off. It's going to be Jones at 1st and 10 right now at their own 48, but the flag come in late on the play against Marlow.
Yeah, Hernandez Jr. was kind of in a wrestle match with a Marlow player, and I think they're going to give it on Marlow, unsportsmanlike.
Of course, you never know. It could go the other way.
That's true.
Good performance by the Jones defense here in this Longhorn Cafe, third quarter. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the quarter. Jones has scored once to regain the lead, 28-21. The official still talking out the penalty. And they're marking it off against Jones, it looks like. There's a hold against Jones. That's going to okay, backed it up to the 38-yard line where Jones will begin possession, their own 38 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the third.
Man, I'll tell you, Jones cannot catch a break with these late flag penalties.
And it's special teams.
So
many special teams penalties tonight on the Longhorns. Right now, the Longhorns are fired up. The offense clicked on the last possession. The defense has come up with 2 big stops. Did not give up a big play on that last drive. 4:12 left. Handoff up the middle. Jonquay Johnson not getting much of anywhere, maybe 2 yards on the play. Jones has been able to run it up the middle against every opponent this year. It's not working real well against the Marlow defensive line.
Yeah, Marlow's defensive line is doing a good job pinching in those middle gaps where Johnson has had success.
Give a shout out to our normal color commentator, Tessa Durrell. She is busy with Miss Oklahoma duties tonight. We've got I
don't know what that sign is. The double tap on the head call. I don't know.
There's an illegal participation penalty. I'm not sure where it come from, but it's going to end up being a first down. They mark it off 15 yards. Wow, I didn't realize that was a 15-yarder either.
Wow, I don't even know what that means.
So we got a first down for Jones now in Marlow territory at the Marlow 47-yard line. That makes up for that holding penalty on the punt. Hanson in shotgun, drops back, looks to pass. He's got a pocket, rolls to his right, breaking a tackle. He's got Jonquay Johnson through his hands, and a flag comes in late on the play. We've got down on the field is Hanson. We may have a roughing the passer call.
Maybe. I think it is.
Roughing the passer's a call. Hanson let that one go, and he got hit. I think he got hit really low in the legs, like in the knees.
I was looking for the catch.
That's another 15-yarder. That's 30 yards of penalties the last 2 plays against Marlow.
Oh, another penalty on the sideline. I think they're going to get sideline warning.
Well, that may be just a warning and not a penalty. We'll have to see exactly what that one is. You know, the Jones fans were pretty upset about calls in the first half. Looks like the Marlow faithful are getting a little rowdy right now about these calls. Yeah, sideline warning against Marlow. That should not result in a penalty or any penalized yardage because that's the first warning. Happens again, though, it is a penalty. 1st and 10 for Jones. Ball is now at the Marlow 32-yard line. Boy, Jones marching down the field on penalties right now. Hanson, hands off. Johnson up the middle. Good gain on the play. He's down to the 25 or near it.
Still going.
Pushes to the 26. Has a gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2 now for Jones. Hanson in shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. Collier, Hardeman, and Purvis wide right. Collier in motion. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson's going around the left side. Cuts back in. He's not getting anywhere. 3rd down and 2. No gain on the play.
For a second, I thought he had a lane out over there on the outside, but
we brought the man in motion from right to left, Collier, and the idea was for Johnson to follow him, but good discipline by the Marlow defense as they contained the outside. Was nowhere for Johnson to go on the left side there. Up the middle, Hanson down to the 20. It's a first down. He took a good pop at the end of that play. I believe coming in and laying that hit was number 32, Grant Woods. That's another one of those where Marlow has two number 32s. They have Grant Woods and Noble Woods. Grant's a senior, Noble's a freshman, but it is a first down on the, we'll call it 5-yard carry by Asen Hansen. Ball now in the red zone, the Hotella Construction red zone. Hansen takes a shotgun snap, looking for a receiver. Big pocket, still waiting, swings it out to the right side. Purvis trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a little bit of yardage on the play. He got close to the original line of scrimmage. And, yeah, it's going to be a second down and 11 for Jones.
Yeah, it was a good read check down from Hansen. He was looking for number 8, Trip Rogers, and that was covered up quick. But
call it a second and 11 for the Longhorns. No longer in the red zone. Hansen shotgun. Johnson. Pass in the end zone. Hardeman catches it. Oh, my goodness. Where's he down? The 1 yard line. This is at least the 5th time that Jones has had the ball at the 1 yard line tonight.
Man, that was a fantastic throw. Hansen put that one on a laser to split the cornerback and the safety at the same time, and great catch from Hardman.
21-yard pass from Hansen to Hardeman. It's a first and goal for the Jones Longhorns. Hansen in shotgun. He's going to keep it. Following, tackled from behind, brought down at the 2.
Yeah, a couple missed blocks right there.
I believe he's at the 3. Loss of 2 on the play. Second and goal from the 3. Luke DeBusk in the game at tailback. Under a minute to play in this Longhorn Cafe third quarter. Hansen in shotgun, following DeBusk. Cuts back inside. Touchdown, Jones. And once again, Jones is up by 2 scores.
And they need to keep it that way. Because they've had 2 scores before, and Marlow has shown that they can respond.
We still got an entire quarter in front of us. It's 34-21. Jones will line up for the extra point here. Two-point conversion coming by the Jones Longhorns. As soon as the lights quit flashing, they're flashing forever. Somebody stop the lights. I think they're stuck. So they have the LED lights in the stadium, and they flashed them when a touchdown scored, but they're in a continuous motion where the lights are flashing right now, and they're not stopping. They may have to reboot their lighting system to get this working again. And the teams are going to the sideline. Jones will wait as they try to figure out what to do with the lights here in the stadium. I think we'll take a quick break as well. We're in the Longhorn Cafe third quarter. The Longhorns are up 34-21 in this Class 2A1 semifinal game with 40 seconds left in the third here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Got it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rodriguez. 2-point conversion attempt by Jones. What happened on that play, Brendan?
Touchdown. Henson ran it in right up the middle.
Yeah, he just had some motion to the outside. It looked like it was going to swing that ball to the outside, and everything opened up inside for him. Kind of a quarterback draw play, it looked like. 2 points is good, and it's a 15-point lead for Jones. Since Marlow's been kicking extra points and not going for the 2-point conversions, not that they can't with the running game that they have, but you think that extra point now is a little bit of an edge with a 15-point lead.
It is. Definitely not getting those in the first half. They missed out on 4 points with 2 missed extra points.
The lights seem to be working good now here in the stadium. That was interesting.
Hey, at least the fans reacted well. Didn't get upset about it.
Well, the Jones fans did. They had just scored. They were happy.
True.
That's the ones we could hear,
That's
right?
True.
40 seconds left in the Longhorn Cafe third quarter. Jones now leading 36-21 over the Marlow Outlaws. Cash Marenko set to kick for Jones. Kick is up. And it's a flat kind of squib kick again, taken at the 22. It's Clint Layton going all the way to the other side, and then he takes a pop and is knocked to the ground out there. I see the player coming and trying to figure out who that was. Jose Taylor that put that hit on him.
Yep. I don't know if you know this, you may, but seeing Henson play and being a senior, does he have any offers anywhere, or is he going to take any? If
yes,
you know?
I do know the answer to that, but I don't remember it off the top of my head, and I should know that information.
Sorry to put you in a tough spot. I was curious.
Next time out, I'll see if I can find that. Hudson Morgan shotgun, 33 seconds left. Man in motion to the left, handoff. No, Morgan keeps it, and he's taken down for a 1-yard gain.
I believe that tackle was made by number 27, Eli DeBusk, having a good game tonight.
This possession started at the 22-yard line. 1-yard carry by Morgan. I don't know if we're going to get another playoff here in the third. It looks like they're going to elect to just go to the sideline.
Yep.
And we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Jones Longhorns leading by 15, 36-21. The score here in this semifinal game. So much sports in the state of Oklahoma this weekend. State championship games in football. State semifinal games in high school football. The Thunder playing the Mavericks tonight. And even though the Sooners are not playing in football tomorrow, there's big games that affect what happens with the Sooners and their playoff hopes tomorrow. Jones Longhorns leading Marlow 36-21 in the other 2A1 game. Washington leading Oklahoma Christian 26-14. That's a 2-possession game now. And in our other games that are on the Oklahoma Sports Network, we have the Elgin Owls leading the Cushing Tigers 42-6. The Sand Spring Sandites, last score we had was the halftime score in that one. They were leading Choctaw 18-14. Nothing's been updated since then. Tuttle now leading Broken Bow 35-21 in the third quarter. Hominy leading Allen in Class A 28-14. Vian now leading Davis 21-0. Tonkawa leading Pecola 17-12. Sulphur leading Perkins 29-8. Stroud now leading Adair 28-22. Fairland leading Tallahena 38-26. Rejoice Christian leading Paul Huska 28-26. Lincoln Christian leading Heritage Hall 21-7. And fumble on the play recovered by the Jones Longhorns. As a sack fumble, and I believe it was Dorian Wiley getting in there making that one happen. Jesse Hernandez Jr., Dorian Wiley getting in the backfield, making plays happen tonight.
Wow, what a way to start the fourth quarter. And great show up in this second half for the defense, like we were talking about.
It has been all Jones for the last 12 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
No offense to speak of from Marlow, and Jones has moved the ball down the field when they've had it.
Hey, finally Jones is starting a possession in good field position.
Yeah, it's a 1st and 10 for Jones now at the Marlow 27-yard line. Very short field. Hanson in shotgun. Jose Taylor's the tailback. Taylor takes the handoff up the middle, hit, breaking tackles, falling forward, gain of 3 on the play. I'm looking for my pencil I was keeping stats with. I've lost it. I have an ink pen. I guess I can use that, huh? Handoff once again. Jose Taylor bouncing off tackles. He's going to be taken down for a 4-yard loss. So it was a 2nd and 7. It's now a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, this Marlow defense is really good at stopping the run and have been pretty much all night.
Third and 11 for Jones. The ball is now backed up to to the Marlow 28. Hanson in shotgun. Taylor still the tailback. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the far side. Hanson drops back, rolls to his right, finds Hunter Purvis inside the 20. Purvis sidestepping. He gets down to the 15, and it should be enough for a first down. They're going to mark him down at the 16. 1st and 10 for Jones. 12-yard pass and catch.
Yeah, yet again, Hanson is showing his ability to escape a sack and find an open receiver and get it to him.
In the Hotella Construction Red Zone now, our 4th quarter being sponsored by Elemental Insulation. We'll talk to you about both of those sponsors. Pass from Hanson to Evan Collier, touchdown, Jones Longhorns.
What a play, my goodness. It was an RPO. He decided to take it and run to the left, and at the last second flipped it out to the outside to number 11. That is Evan Collier. Speedy receiver.
10 minutes and 1 second left on the clock here in the Elemental Insulation 4th quarter. Our Red Zone brought to you by Hotella Construction. Remind you on Hotella Construction, whatever your needs are, whether it's windows, siding, roof, full renovation, Hotella Construction is locally owned and only a call away. 405-812-4236. Pass is tipped on the 2-point conversion, no good. 42-21. Jones doubled up on Marlow now. Our 4th quarter brought to you by Elemental Insulation. Elemental Insulation proudly serving Oklahoma with trusted residential and commercial insulation services. Find them on Facebook or call 405-655-0373. 10 minutes and 1 second left to play in the Elemental Insulation 4th quarter. Jones now leads 42-21, a 3-score game.
Yeah, fantastic defensive and offensive showing in the second half for Jones. I'm sure they had a great talk during halftime in the locker room to talk about some things and make a fantastic adjustment.
You know, it's interesting. Coach Witt, I said for our fans who are with us who watched his pregame interview, he's really not a man of a lot of words during an interview like that, but I'd love to sit on one of his halftime talks with the team because something changed at halftime.
Absolutely.
It changed mostly defensively, and that's effective offense, but there's been a definite change in this team. Another squib kick down on the ground, down the middle of the field. Clint Layden taken down at the 32. It is Derek Templeton, making the tackle, and 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to play in the Elemental Installation 4th quarter.
Oh.
They gave him all the way out to the 34-yard line on that forward progress. Hudson Morgan drops back to pass, throws this one across the field, And that one's just over the head of everybody. The one who had the best opportunity to catch that was Derek Templeton.
It was.
But it was still too deep for him.
They tried to hit, that was number 1, Boomer Brooks, with kind of a fake post back out corner route, and just wasn't a very accurate ball.
Right now, with the scores being where they are, if the two teams in the lead hang on for the win, is going to be a Jones-Washington championship game next weekend.
That'll be a fantastic game, and I'll be there to watch it.
Morgan under pressure in the backfield. He's being taken down. Well, he's still on his feet and then knocked out of bounds.
Oh, man.
And it's going to be a late hit coming in. I believe Ben Williams made contact just as he stepped out of bounds. That's going to be a tough call.
Man, these refs have been.
I don't think it's going to be enough for a first down. I think it's probably an automatic first down. Yardage-wise, where he was taken down was going to be a huge loss. The penalty's being marked up from like the 25. So it's out to the 26. So it's out to the 41, which would be a 2nd and 3, but it might be an automatic first down. That's not the way they're marking it.
Yeah,
so it's a 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
A 3rd and 3. Hudson Morgan in shotgun. Clint Layden in the backfield. Brooks and Murray wide left. Ryder Blanton wide right. Play clock at 10. Morgan following blockers on the right, sidestepping, going down short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th and 1.
And they have converted, I think, pretty much on every 4th down they've faced.
They're trailing by 3 scores. They got 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. You know that this is a 4th down play coming from the offense here. 4th and 1. They're at their own 43-yard line. Morgan takes it. Up the middle. He's hit. He's still on his feet. Fighting. He falls forward. He's back to the line of scrimmage. He is short of the first down. The Jones defense comes up huge.
Wow.
Dorian Wiley in the backfield. Definitely short of the first down.
Yeah, they're going to bring the chains out for this one.
It's not even that close, man.
It's not, but.
We're sitting perfectly in line, looking down the line right now, and it's 4 inches, 5 inches short, maybe more. They're stretching the chains out on the field now. 9:06 on the clock, and it's more than a foot short.
Yeah.
Jones will take over in Marlow territory. Again, a huge defensive stop by the Longhorns.
Absolutely great performance from this defense coming out from half. And you got to give credit even more to this Jones defense on that stop. That's a hard play to cover up. You have almost literally every single kid bunched up on the line.
Well, they hit him in the backfield and
Yeah.
didn't take him down. And as big and strong as he is, when he started moving forward, I figured he was strong enough to easily get the short yardage he needed. Didn't get it. Jonquay Johnson taken down after a gain of 1 on the play. Again, we're in the Elemental Insulation 4th quarter. Jones Longhorns leading 42-21. Washington and Oklahoma Christian starting the 4th quarter with Washington leading by 12, 26-14. Hanson in shotgun, 2nd down and 9. Pass across the middle, Carlos Hardiman, tackle from behind, and the tackle knocked him past the sticks to the first down.
Great read from Hanson there, sticking with the RPO, and another Hardman attempt and catch. Great route and great heads-up awareness from Hardman.
First and 10 for Jones. 8 minutes to play in the ball game. Hardeman's been huge in this game.
Yes, he has.
Some hard catches across the middle. That's a guy who will run slant route and take a hit like he just did. Making that hit from behind on Hardeman was big number 60, Hayden Sparks, a 6', 228-pound defensive lineman. Asen Hansen didn't like what he saw on the defense. He turns around and calls a timeout. That's something you don't see from many high school quarterbacks, but he knows the game well enough to read the defense and know that something's wrong with what he's looking at. Calls the timeout, 7:49 to play. Jones has the first and 10 in Marlow territory, leading Marlow 42-21, this Class 2A1 semifinal game on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Hansen keeps it coming out of the timeout, runs forward for close to a first down. Let's say actually stopped shorter than I thought, so it's going to be a 2nd and 3, 7 yards on the carry by Hansen. This is Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez, Cassandra Taylor, the producer, here at Noble High School for this Class 2A1 semifinal game. The Jones Longhorns leading the Marlow Outlaws 42-21. Jones trying to get back to the state championship game for the first time. Brendan, when did we were talking about that before the game? Last time was
2021, I think.
2016.
16, yeah.
Yeah, 2016 for Jones. 21 was Marlow.
Yeah.
And a timeout called by Jones with a 2nd and 3. So they're eating up their timeouts here. 7 minutes and 2 seconds left. We'll go ahead and stay here, talk about this game a little bit. And, well, I had the Choctaw Sand Springs game up to get a score update on that state championship game and picked up my phone and touched the wrong part of the screen. See if we can catch that score again here in just a moment. Jones offense headed back out on the field already. It's still 18-14 Sand Springs. It's 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in that state championship game. And it looks like Sand Springs is on the march right now until they just got a penalty called. 2nd and 3 for the Jones Longhorns. Down at the 26-yard line of Marlow. Handoff. Johnson's going nowhere on that play. Good job by the Marlow defense. Pushing and driving. And Johnson getting up very slowly after that. That whistle had blown, and they pushed him back 9 yards, and 3 players fell on top of him, taking him to the ground. I get the play when you're pushing a player back, that doesn't stop. You're coached not to stop. That one went on for a little too long.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Jose Taylor in the game. 3rd and, call it 4. A 1-yard loss on that last play. Hansen swings it out. Taylor gets the first down and steps out of bounds over on the Marlow sideline. That was at the 27, and it's now in the Hotella Construction red zone right at the 20-yard line, a 7-yard pitch and catch to Jose Taylor. Neither Johnson nor Taylor have been very effective out of the backfield running the ball tonight, but both have a couple of receptions now that have made a difference in the ball game. Hansen in shotgun. Pulls the ball, swings it out to Collier. Collier's got that burst of speed again.
He's so fast.
Gets down to the 15-yard line. Hotella Construction doing work at my house. Fixing roof, soffit, gutters, sprinkler system after a lightning strike, or whatever your needs are. Call Hotella Construction 405-812-4236. Second down and 5. For Jones, handoff. No, it's a keeper and a swing it out to Collier once again, inside the 10, down to the 9. That should be enough for a first down. They're signaling first down. It is a first. Is it a first and goal? Is the ball inside or outside the 10?
Yeah, it'll be first and goal, I think. Nope.
Yeah, first and goal from the 10-yard line. .550 left to play in the ball game. Jones pushing the ball toward the end zone once again. Our fourth quarter sponsors, Elemental Insulation, proudly serving Oklahoma with trusted residential and commercial insulation services. Hanson keeps it, rolls to his left, backwards pass to Collier. Collier's in the end zone, touchdown! He's jerked down by his jersey in the end zone. No penalty on that. Unnecessary, but allowed.
That was a 3-play Henson to Collier touchdown.
Several of the plays on that drive was Hanson running the ball and then turning around and throwing it backwards to a receiver in the flat. Dangerous, because if they don't catch it, it's a live ball.
True, but these Jones wide receivers have great hands, and Henson makes sure to get the ball accurately to these guys, these athletes.
48-21, more points. Well, no, almost as many points as Marlow's given up the entire season. Hanson, trying to make something happen, just throws the ball up under pressure. He's run backwards 15 yards, can't get it complete. The 2-point conversion is no good, and Jones leads by 27, 48-21 with 5.5 minutes to play in the Elemental Insulation fourth quarter here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success, and finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez back at Noble High School, where the Jones Longhorns just went on a nice drive, scoring and going up by 27 over the Marlow Outlaws. Good return coming by Clint Layden, and a penalty flag on the kick return. I've got fans out here signaling a crackback block as if that's going to be the call on Marlow. We'll have to wait and see. Luke DeBusk is out on the field, signaling to the sideline that the penalty is on Marlow. I see big breaths of steam coming out of the mouths of the officials, and the penalty is against the Marlow Outlaws. Only a 10-yarder takes them back to the 20-yard line. 5:26 on the clock here in the Elemental Insulation fourth quarter. The Elemental Insulation fourth quarter. Morgan hands off the ball, up the middle, breaking tackles, and then falling down. Clint Layden just lost his footing, or else he may have had a first down. good gain on the play anyway, 6 yards on the carry. Washington now leading Oklahoma Christian 41-20. Tuttle leading Broken Bow 42-28 with 5 minutes to play. Still a 2-score game there. Hudson Morgan takes the snap. He's going nowhere. Dorian Wiley. Ben Williams in on the tackle.
Yeah, Wiley met him right at the line of scrimmage and didn't let him go anywhere.
Luke DeBus came in to help finish it off. Ben Williams come up from the pile as well.
I know you mentioned you could see the breaths from the refs and the players. It's moved down to 38 degrees, which is pretty cold.
38 is hard when you're the team that is behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah, hard to stay motivated.
Lungs are starting to hurt. Cold air is biting a little bit.
Those hits are hurting a little more.
Knuckles hurt. Handoff. Clint Layden going to the right side, being chased down.
Yeah.
It's Jesse Hernandez Jr. Showing some speed from the defensive end position.
Oh, yeah. He got out there quick.
Two-yard loss on the play. Brings up a 4th down and 7 now for Marlow. 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. Another punt coming from the Outlaws, a high punt. This one coming down in the middle of a bunch of Outlaws, and it's going to roll down inside the 35-yard line.
I know it's kind of a tough call because it was a 4th and not really a manageable, but, I mean,
they conceded the game.
Yeah, I mean, you're down as 3 minutes. You basically just said, have it.
Yeah, they just conceded the game by punting. So it'll be interesting to see what we get. I mean, with 3.5 minutes, Jones cannot run the clock out. Maybe 1 or 2 first downs, and then we start seeing them take a knee possibly here. 3:20 left to play in the Elemental Insulation 4th quarter. Washington has scored again, up on OCS 41-20. Handoff up the middle, crawling forward for yardage, basically. Still piling on out there, a gain of 1 on the play. In Class 2A2, Adair and Stroud knotted up at 28 with 8 minutes left to play in the ball game. In Class A, Rejoice Christian leading Pawhuska 35-34 with 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. A couple of very close games there. Fairland leading Tallahena 38-34 in Class A. 2.5 minutes to play. Jones letting the clock tick down. It is at 4 seconds. Hanson takes the snap. Hands off. Going nowhere. Loss of 1 on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 10. Jones allowing as much clock to expire as possible here. Play clock is reset. We should get down to about a minute and 45 seconds here before this next play is snapped. Hanson and shotgun, and it's a jump by Marlow. 5-yard penalty against the Outlaws. So Jones used up all that clock, got Marlow to jump on the hard count, gained 5 yards. It's a 3rd and 5. If they can pick up the first down here, then they can run the clock out. Maybe if you're an offensive lineman, you just look over Marlow and say, hey, do this again, and we'll take a knee.
Yeah.
I don't think you do that, but you know.
It's like, hey, buddy, I can get us out of here early if you.
Yeah. The Jones Longhorns, barring the biggest miracle in sports I've ever seen, are going to advance to the state championship game where it looks like they will likely take on The game is still far from over, but likely take on the Washington Warriors, the two-time defending state champs. Clock ticks down. Timeout is called. 3rd and 5, 1:14 left to play in the ball game. Is this the final timeout for Jones, right? That's what the announcer just said, at least. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brennan Rodriguez on the 3rd down and 5. Carlos Hardiman gets the ball. Not going anywhere with that one. Is going to bring up, well, he picks up 2 yards. Call it a 4th and 3 now for Jones. And we're under a minute to play. Clock is ticking. It should get us all the way down to about 23 seconds. Actually, the clock just stopped. Why did the clock stop?
Called a ref timeout.
Official timeout. We have an injury on the field. Carlos Hardiman's coming to the sideline. Got his helmet off. Now we're winding the clock. There's about 25 seconds between the play clock and the game clock. And the Jones Longhorns are all coming to the sideline. Not sure exactly if we have a delay of game here. I guess that's what they're doing. They're just going to take a delay of game penalty and then come out and punt it, maybe? I don't know.
Yep.
Well, not calling a penalty. Oh, they are calling a penalty. There it goes. Okay. Mark it off 5 yards. Cash Marinko comes out in punt formation for the Jones Longhorns with 25 seconds on the clock. Marlow will get an opportunity to return this punt,
they don't even have anybody back there.
Yeah, they don't have anyone back. You are correct. And if Jones will just wait to down it, we'll get pretty close to the end of the ball game. Not touching it, the officials blow it dead at 13 seconds, and Marlow will have one play where I assume they will take a knee. Jones fans are celebrating. They're up 48-21 on the Marlow Outlaws, winning this semifinal game, advancing to the state championship. That game will be played at 7 p.m. next Friday at the University of Central Oklahoma.
That'll be a really good game. Really good game.
Right now, the Washington Warriors are leading the Oklahoma Christian School Saints, 41-20, the last score update we had in that one. 8 minutes still to play. And it's a final here in Noble. The Jones Longhorns punch their ticket to the state championship, winning in the semifinals. After losing in the semifinals 2 out of the last 3 years to the Washington Warriors, they're now going to go take on, we believe, the Warriors for the state championship this time. Jones looking good, hanging 48 points on a Marlow team. If we go back and look at their record throughout this season, Brendan, they had only given up 66 points the whole season. They had pitched 6 shutouts. They gave up 21 to Washington and 21 to Kingston. Give up 48 here to Jones tonight.
Wow. That just goes to show just how powerful this Jones offense is and their defense.
Both teams are meeting out at midfield, shaking hands, huddling up. And, wow, what a performance by the Jones Longhorns tonight. Really proud to have you in our audience, proud to have our sponsors that help make the broadcast possible tonight, Hotella Construction. You can call them at 405-812-4236. Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, a veteran-owned and operated where great food and great company come together. The Longhorn Cafe, veteran-owned, hometown stop for friendly service and true home-style country cooking. Elemental Insulation, proudly serving Oklahoma with trusted residential and commercial insulation services. Call them at 405-655-0373. Bank First, Bell Bonds by Tamara, Jones Nutrition, and Jones Family Care, all bringing you tonight's stream. And folks, we do it because of you. We really appreciate you being in our audience. We're going to take a quick break and hear from some of our sponsors. We're going to go over try to pick up some of our statistics here real quick, see if we can figure out a couple of things like passing yardage and penalty yardage. Would be interesting to see tonight too. And then we'll be right back in just a moment here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Brendan Rogers. Got a final. It's the Jones Longhorns 48, the Marlow Outlaws 21. How many yards did I say? 244? 244 yards passing unofficially by Asen Hansen tonight, finding some openings in the Marlow defense. Now, Marlow did a great job breaking some big running plays tonight. It'd be interesting to see that Washington offense. Expect it to be even more balanced next week. It was a couple of big pass plays, actually, for Hudson Morgan that opened things up for them occasionally and allowed their run game to thrive tonight. Assuming we play Washington, that Jones plays Washington next week, it'll be interesting to see how they perform against a really well-balanced, tough opponent there.
Yeah, I haven't watched much of Washington either, but if Jones plays like they played today, especially in the second half, I think they'll put up a pretty good fight against Washington.
Washington leading 41-20 over Oklahoma Christian with 5 minutes left to play in the ball game now. That's the last update that we have. So once again, congratulations to the Jones Longhorns. Thank you, Brendan, for coming over and joining us tonight. Cassandra Taylor, thank you for producing and making it all happen over here on the computer console. And thank you for being in our audience.